Good morning, dear students. This is your science teacher, and today I'm going to teach you science. You know that from last few videos we were continue with our ninth chapter of science. Okay. In this chapter, we discussed on the different topics and different habitat, aquatic habitat, terrestrial habitat, and adaptation. We discussed different types of plants and animal. We discussed which live in these habitats. And add up to the different special features. Okay, and today we continue with the same chapter from the next topic, characteristics of the living things. So in our surrounding and at near our house, we see the different things. For example, you see cat, dog, humans, and different animals and different plants you see at near you at your home. Okay, and and dif- and some different things you also see, like bed, pillows, b- bag, sound, TV, fan, cycle, bike, okay, table, chair. These are the different things, stones you see at near at your home. Okay, so how we can differentiate that which thing is living thing and which thing is non-living? So these things we differentiate on the basis of their characteristics, because the living things have some special characteristics. These characteristics differentiate the living things from the non-living things. For example, growth. Growth is a character of living things. Growth means uh, when we put a seed into the soil, this germinate and it convert into, after taking water and nutrients from the soil, it grow and convert into a small plant, and again continuously it grows and it convert into a height of near about our height. It converted a plant, then it grows continuously and it become a tree. So this is a, what we call this process, growth. This type of growth you see anytime any chair. हमने कभी देखा है कि एक छोटी सी चेयर हो जो कुछ टाइम बाद बड़ी हो जाए? नहीं देखा हुआ है। हमने कभी देखा है कि एक छोटी सी बाइक है और वो बड़ी हो जाए? नहीं देखा होगा। Because the feature or the characteristic of growth does not found in non-living things, because bike is a non-living thing, chair is a non-living. Okay, so like growth, different characters of the living things are movement, feeding, responsiveness, excretion, respiration, cellular structure, reproduction, adaptation. These are some special characteristics of living things which not found in non-living things. Okay, so first we discuss the growth. Yes, you see here growth. It is a, it is defined as the permanent, the permanent irreversible, means in not growth in downward direction or the decrease direction. Okay, the permanent irreversible increase in the size and total weight of the living object. Okay, for example, a small seed be put into the soil and it germinate, it become a plant, and it have, at the stage of a tiny plant, it has weight of, suppose it has a 10-gram weight. But when it increased and became a tree, what weight it have? How much weight it have? In quintals or in tons it have the weight. Okay, means the change weight, the change in its size and in weight and it irreversible are called as growth. You see anywhere the a tiny tree, a large tree is converted into a small plant? No, you not see anywhere, because it is irreversible. Okay, So animal grows, when we talk about the growth in animals, it grows for a certain time, means for a fixed period. But in trees, growth takes place throughout the life. The growth in plants is continuously growing process, and it takes place throughout the life. Okay, and growth in plant and animal influenced it influence means affected by several factors like food, climate, lifestyle. Okay, means if the proper food is provided to the plant or animal, they are growing continuously and normally. But when the in the deficiency of food, if we don't provide the proper food or nutrient to the plant or the animal, they not growing properly. Okay, the climate, obviously the climate affect the growth of the plant or animal. For example, the a fish is uh, available to live into the water, able to live into the water. Can the fish able to live in on the land? No, because it is adapted to live into the water. Okay, and climate also affect. For example, uh, polar bear live into the ice place or the snow because it is adapted for that place. If we take get that polar bear in near at our home and in our city, it is live continuously or not? Obviously not, because it is adapted for the cold climate. And in our city, what the climate? Hot and dry. Okay, hot and dry or hot and wet. So climate is also affect the growth of the plant or the animal. Lifestyle means at which level they live and where they live. Okay, life is fun. Life is fun means a period of life. Okay, each animal lives for a certain period. We know that each animal or plant lives for a certain period approximately. Okay, this period referred as a lifespan. Okay, movement. Next feature is, or next characteristic is movement. So what is movement? Change of position from one place to another is called movement. So when we talk about the movement, here a word we use, locomotion. Locomotion means move, movement by our organs, like the fish move in water with their by the fins or tail, and how the a pigeon move into the air by the wings. Okay, so the movement involving changes of place, movement involving its change means प्लेस चेंज होना चाहिए. प्लांट की लीव्स हैं तो वो वहां पर एयर के थ्रू तो मूवमेंट करती हैं, बट उनकी प्लेस चेंज नहीं होती, तो वो लोकोमोशन नहीं होगा. जबकि मूवमेंट होगा, मूवमेंट वो अपनी प्लेस पर भी कर सकते हैं और वन प्लेस टू अनदर भी कर सकते हैं, बट लोकोमोशन, movement from one place to another is called locomotion. Okay, so movement involving change of place in animals called locomotion. So animals use, for the locomotion, they use wings in bird, fins in fish, limbs means legs in cow, horse, buffalo, and man for the locomotion. Okay, plants generally show movement. Plants generally show movements of various parts like flower bud open, flower buds open. They show the movement, but not show the locomotion. Okay, a root grows away from the light. It is also an example of movement. Okay, when we touch the leaves of mimosa plant is also known as the touch me not plant. Okay, when we try to touch the leaves of touch me not plant, they shrivel, they shrivel means they shrink, they fold. Okay, touch me not means इसका आपने नाम भी सुना होगा छुई में in Hindi. Cellular structure. Let's come to the next point. Cellular structure. We know that every living thing is made up of cells. Okay, cells is a it's a structure and functional unit. Cells constitute the plant and animal bodies. Okay, these cells are organized in various ways in different organisms. The cells of different organs work different, doing different functions. So the cells are organized in various ways. They are organized in various ways in different organisms. Means the cells organized in fish on the according to the habitat of water. It is we know that fish is made up of cells, but these cells organize and form organ and body of the fish according to living in the water or aquatic habitat. And when we talk about the humans, because our body is also made up of cells, and they are constituted, they are organized according to our body. For example, our lungs are also made up of cells, and these are organized for the respiration, and our heart cells are organized for the pumping of heart, and our blood cells is also organized in different way. Okay, so they are doing different functions, so they are organized according to their function or their habitat in different organisms. They help carrying out various functions. Obviously they are helping in different functions like nutrition, because they absorb the nutrient from the food and provide us energy and growth. And another function like respiration, excretion, different functions are there. Okay, they are called, and another name of cell is structural and functional unit of life, or the structural functional unit of living organism, because they provide a stress, so we called it a structural unit, and it execute the functions, so we also called as a functional unit. Then nutrition. Okay, next point is nutrition. What is nutrition? The process of taking food by organism is generally referred as nutrition or nourishment. Taking of food in organisms are called as nutrition. Okay, food and water, we know that food and water are essential for life. Without food and water, we cannot imagine our life. Food provide us energy. Why we need food? Because the food provide us energy, and it help in the growth of our body, and it repairs, for the repairing of our tissues or body, or the repairing of cells, or repairing the organs. Autotrophs. So there are two many types of nutrition, means mode of nutrition. First one is, so there are some modes of nutrition. So first one is autotrophs. Autotrophs means the autotrophic nutrition, and the organism which show the autotrophic nutrition are known as autotrophs. Okay, they are living form. They are living forms which can synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis. For example, green plant. Green, we know that green plant synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight and the pigment, green pigment, chlorophyll. Okay, so the organism which synthesize their own food by the process of synthesis are known as autotrophs. And heterotrophs, the organism which depend on food on the others. Okay, the living organism which cannot manufacture their own food. They are not manufacture their own food. They are depend on others. For example, all animals, or all animals are depend for food on the other living organisms like plant or other animals. Okay, so these are known as heterotrophs. And the next one, saprotrophs. What is saprotrophs? The organisms, the living organisms which obtain their nutrition or food from the dead plants or decaying plants and animals are called saprotrophs. For example, for example, fungus. Okay, fungus. And the last mode of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. And the organism which source the parasitic nutrition are known as parasites. The plant and animals that feed on other living bodies are called as parasites. Okay. So different examples are there. For example, rhizobacteria bacteria which live into the rhizobacteria will live into the roots nodes of the leguminaceae plants. Okay, so I think it is sufficient for today, and we will continue from tomorrow from the next properties or the characteristics of living things. Okay, I hope you understand. If you have any doubt, so you can ask. Good